All right, what can you tease about the new season?
Nothing. I can tease absolutely nothing. I mean, I can tease that, you will find out things about Sherman's past, that he had a, that's bad news, that he had or has a friendship with a character that you wouldn't necessarily put with Charming, that basically changed the whole course of his life, literally. So we're going to find that out. It's an interesting connection.
How's he balancing fatherhood and still being a hero and worrying about his family?
The best way he can, on no sleep. But I think now that they have the baby Snow and Charming, that they have this opportunity now to be the parents that they couldn't be with Emma. So they're going to be the best parents that they can and try to protect that baby, as at the same time as protecting Storybrooke from all the villains and evil that comes knocking on its door. Anything?
I know.
Anything
Well,
else?
last year, I'll ask one.
Yeah.
Last year when he was in Neverland, he had to make some really tough decisions. Are we going to see that early on as well to protect his family and protect Storybrooke?
Yeah, I think he always has decisions to make, and I think he always has tough decisions to make. I think he's kind of a moral compass. I think he doesn't always do the right thing, but nobody in this world does the right thing. No one's either completely good or completely bad, but I think he just does the best that he can, and I think you're going to see he's going to get stronger and stronger, I think, as the season goes on. And, being a father again, but for real this time, is only going to make him richer and make him a stronger character, and I think a better friend and a better father, particularly to Emma. And I think you're going to see that relationship grow too as we go on and see the similarities between the two. I think Emma and David are very similar in many ways. So that's going to play out a little bit too, particularly in the first part of the season.
When last season, with everything that he went through, how did you approach playing him? Was there anything different in the way that in your inspiration when you went?
Well, last season, in particular, towards the end, there was a great episode where he was facing his fears, as a father, and I think it was, all those kind of things just helped to enrich, the character, and I think. Like I said, when the baby was coming, I think after he got over that fear of failing as a father, as he did with Emma, and accepting that, he was afraid of it. I think he started to grow, and I think he started to say, okay, if I can face my fear, you face your fear. Literally, he faced himself, and he said, I am afraid of that. I'm afraid of failing. He grew, and I think he becomes stronger, and I think that's what's going to be happening this season. You're going to see him become stronger. And like I said, in the very first half of the season, we're going to go back into his life, and he's going to have a very interesting relationship with a character that changes his life and literally puts him on a different path.
And now that he is a father again, how does that affect his relationship with Emma?
I think it's going to grow. We're still so early on in the season, but I think it's going to grow, and I think it's going to only help both Snow and David have a better relationship with her, because they're actually being parents for the first time and learning. So I think they'll approach her differently. I think David will anyway. And already we can see their relationship, David and Emma, is kind of growing, and they're really kind of becoming confidants with each other, and buds almost, and they have a very similar sense of humor about things. So I think it's gonna be fun exploring that more.
Right from the first episode last season, they put you through hell with that fight scene. Have you?
Yes, they did.
The water. So have you had to do anything strenuous or stressful or like that kind of action oriented in the first few episodes?
Yeah, and the second one, sword fighting. Actually, I have stitches in my finger right now. My knuckle got exploded by a sword, so I can actually. People say, "What did you do?" And I say sword fighting. They're like, "Bullshit." I mean, not really. I was sword fighting. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of sword play for sure.